Alright, this is a video about the celebration of Ilka's birthday by making a special run to Broken Bow with some just awesome friends. Day one, we start off at Good Day Cafe in Grand Prairie for a good breakfast. Well, after a great breakfast, we headed off to Broken Bow. Needless to say, the wind forecast was about 24 miles per hour wind, so it was not a fun ride. Our head was bobbing back and forth, but definitely a tough ride. So here, we're about to cross the Red River, crossing over to Oklahoma. If you look carefully to the left side, you can see Ilka's headlight there on my side mirror. Pretty neat. So here's our first gas stop. Getting our first round of gas. So here we are, just a little bit north of Broken Bow at the Hochtown Country Lodge. Just notice here that Jana's bike is the only one that's facing the opposite of all the other four. After a rough day riding in the really tough wind, we enjoyed supper at the Rolling Fork. As we're riding into the Beavers Bend State Park, it's really just a nice place to come camping here. You can see that people bring their RV, so we're gonna have to bring our RV here and camp and somehow bring our bikes with us. Just a great scenery. On day two, after breakfast, we decided to go around the Broken Bow Lake and stopped at the Beavers Bend State Park just for some peaceful sightseeing. Here's Ray going down the hill trying to find some fish or videoing some fish with his GoPro. Here's a shot of all the bikes. We got Ray's bike there, and we're gonna have Paul's bike, and then we have Jana's bike here. Her brand new Fat Bob. Was it Fat Boy? I think it's Fat Boy, but it suits her. And then here's Ilka's Sportster. She loves it. It actually can outrun my bike. And here's my Haley. Later that day, some of our friends joined us up for lunch at the Moon Tower Bar and Grill. Vic, we got Ray, myself, Ilka, we have Jenna, Paul, Mark, and Missy. Here's one of the scenic stop at the Telemina Scenic Bypass. We're gonna stop and take pictures here to overlook the beautiful rolling hills. Alright, here looks like I'm doing a Kung Fu punch, but it was requested that I do some type of pose by Paul. Okay, here we're entering the Arkansas state line, and we're actually heading to Mena, but we're going to stop by the Queen Wilhelmina State Park to look at the palace. Really? She's cold? She put her rain gears on? We're here at the Queen Wilhelmina. Yes, true. All of us are like feeling like turkeys and cold here. Frosty the Snowman.
That's Rudolph.
Oh, is that Rudolph? Oh. So here on day 3, we're just getting ready for heading out to breakfast to meet up with our friends for our last day. So on our last day, we tried breakfast here again at the Shady Oaks restaurant. Well, it sure wasn't a really great service at all from the waitress, so anyways, but we enjoyed our companies with our friends. That's just about it. Alright, here's the beach. We're about to head out. Here at, what's it called? It's called Ho Chi Town Country Lodge. That's where we're at. Go ride that little state park. Alright, we're warming up our motorcycle here as we're getting ready to check out. So, looks like our ladies here are having fun doing some poses. On our last day, we decided to stop at the Beaver Spin State Park again to see some fly fishing. Again, you know, just can't take a picture without doing one pose, right? Well, glad that we stopped here at the Blossom, or actually at Blossom, Texas, at Wheezy's restaurant. We came here to meet Vicky's mom and dad, so it was a pleasure meeting them. Alright, this was the first place that had brown gravy, so needless to say, that was the best chicken fried steak. Actually, it was chicken fried chicken, brown gravy. I was in heaven. And here was, man, it was just so good. Apricot pie. It was just still steaming hot. But let me tell you, it was tasty. After a great lunch at Wheezy's, here we go again, passing the Red River on the way back home. Alright, here's the first footage where I'm in the very back. Actually, not the very back, but second to the back, but you can see the rest of the posse there in front of me. There's Ilka riding, doing a really great job. I'm telling you, she's a warrior. She's a road warrior. Actually, her bike can outtake mine anytime, so she was kind of thrilled about that. So, but I'm telling you, I'm very proud of her. Watch carefully in front of us. We're out here trying to avoid this debris here. It was actually a bale of hay that must have fell off from a trailer. So luckily all of us managed to maneuver safely away from it. Here's me and Ilka. In a second you'll see that we're gonna try and race into full throttle to see whose bike has more power. And let's see what happens. And there she goes. Well, I think it's time for me to upgrade to a new bike now. As we're crossing the Ray Hubbard Lake here in Rockwall, we're riding into the beautiful sunset as we head home.